I'm here today with Dr. Matthew Miller, Executive Director of NexusHealth, a health innovation accelerator that connects stakeholders across sectors so new discoveries can move out of the lab and into society. Thank you for joining me today, Dr. Miller.
Thanks very much for having me.
First, can you share how NexusHealth is making a real difference in health innovation, specifically through its partnerships and initiatives?
I think what makes NexusHealth really unique is the ways in which we are trying to amplify health innovation. Universities as a sector traditionally were meant to catalyze amazing discoveries, but they weren't really built with the infrastructure to see those discoveries make their way into societal benefits. And in the health space, I think there are particular challenges associated with the cost of moving new drugs and diagnostics into the marketplace, as well as the infrastructure and expertise that's required to move something from a lab-based discovery into a real product that benefits human health. And so rather than building sort of a conventional institute or center whose job is really just to nucleate academics, what Nexus does is build bridges between academics and the stakeholders in outside sectors like industry, government, and public health, who are really the essential partners to make health-based discoveries into innovations that affect the lives of people in the real world.
How does NexusHealth tackle what's commonly known as the Valley of Death in health innovation, both here at McMaster and across Canada?
One of the major reasons that academic discoveries don't frequently make their way quickly or efficiently into real-world innovations is because of a lack of expertise and infrastructure and investment required to sort of bridge that gap between a peer-reviewed paper, which is what most academics are trained to produce, and an actual health product. And so we've taken a three-prong approach to addressing this valley of death. One is to build new infrastructure that's specifically designed to help bridge that gap between lab-based discovery and lab-based research and development into real sort of commercial research and development. We're also onboarding the expertise that's required to move these innovations into the real world. And that includes expertise in areas like manufacturing under GMP conditions, scaling the ability to develop new devices or diagnostics or drugs or vaccines. And then most importantly is creating real structures to enable partnerships with other experts in industry and government and public health whose knowledge is really essential to moving discoveries closer to patients in the real world.
With so many exciting developments on the horizon, what's next for NexusHealth?
I think one of our most exciting initiatives is a new building which we're planning, whose sole focus will really be on enabling the innovation and translation of health discoveries that we've talked about today. This building will house that essential infrastructure that I alluded to earlier that's really required to bridge the gap between peer-reviewed papers, which are the traditional currency of academic discovery, and really help our investigators across the health sciences space and across the university at large who are interested in health-focused research move those discoveries into real-world innovation.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. NexusHealth is truly turning cutting-edge discoveries into real-world solutions. We can't wait to see how this will change the future of healthcare. I appreciate your time.